You're listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. I am your host, Al Mega, CEO of Comic Crusaders and Undercover Capes. In this show, I'm sitting down with creators from all walks of life to talk about inspiration, process, the lessons they've learned, and a whole lot more.
Wepa! Strap in, familia, because today's episode is about to go full throttle, baby. Hard boiled, cigar smoking, monster hunting, mystery busting, comic book energy. That's what's coming at us today because your boy Al Mega right here is back with a returning guest. He's a crusader of creativity. He's a man who brings shadows and sass to the printed page. He's a comic book creator and a writer that has brought us the gumshoe greatness of what is Bixby Grant, Private Eye, Fangs and Brimstone. And he's back in the building, right? With issue numero tres, number 3, coming in hotter than a demon with a double espresso, baby. No lie. We know what we do right here, baby. We're talking noir detectives. We're talking supernatural smackdowns and a journey that proves indie comics are alive, thriving, and cooler than your uncle's old trench coat, baby. So get ready, because we're diving into the world of pulp, monsters, and mystery with the big jokes and my big homie and that weapon energy and enough questions to make even Bixby spell all his secret with the one and only big man himself. Welcome back to the Comic Crusaders podcast, Patrick.
Hey,
how you doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Thanks for that. Was a hell of a wind up. I don't think I could possibly live up to that. But thanks for having me.
I got you wound up and energized. We're about to let them folks know that have missed out. If they've ever missed out at any of our conversations, how dare they? You better tune back. My man was here over a year ago. Episode, what was it, 467? And I'm like 600 and change. And over a year, like almost 200 episodes. That's insane for me. Like, now that I look at those numbers. On over 150 at least. Crazy. So, Patrick, of course, welcome back, brother. So, since the very last time that we have vibed on this show, how's the comic book crusade been treating you?
It's been going all right. You know, the last couple, you've been nice enough to have me on here a couple times. The last couple of campaigns have been doing well. We just, for the new one that we're talking about today, just funded this week. So things are looking up. Still plenty of time to add some more stretch goals and all kinds of fun stuff. But I'm having a blast, man. I'm working with some really talented people, meeting a lot of cool folks, hitting a couple of conventions here and there, and just having a great time.
Oh, look at my man. All right, awesome. So any crazy surprises or curveballs in the creative journey since our last conversation before we dive into this bad boy here?
Let's see. Crazy curveballs. Well, this one took a lot longer to get out, not because of the creative process, but just life in general. But now we've got a couple issues backed up. So like we're going to be ready to roll, and I'm going to have my next one ready to go in about 4 to 5 months. But in terms of process, things have been awesome. I mean, I've continued to work with the same awesome creative team. Gonzalo Martinez does the line art for the main Bixby Grant story. He's awesome. And then Arthur Hesley on colors, who makes the things just really come to life. And of course, I've got Heather Antos, IDW editor extraordinaire.
A legend in her own right, because she's been around the game, so much love to Heather as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. She's the one who keeps the everything, this whole Michigas moving. And then, of course, we've got...
She's been in the game.
Oh, yeah. And then Gonzalo Ruggieri, who does the art on the backup story called Zombie Tap, which also takes place in the same universe.
Look at this guy. He teases us not just his own universe, stories, but then he got a backup within the universe to give us more.
Absolutely.
Patrick Coyle just keeps overdosing us with the universe of the Grantverse. I love it, the Bixby Grantverse. This is what comics needs to be. So let's jump right into it then. Bixby Grant is back, baby. Oh! So, what makes Fangs and Brimstone numero tres the most dangerous case yet for our trench-coated hero?
So things are starting to amp up. This is part 3 of a 6-part series. and we're getting to the midway point, which is things get a little nuts and a little out of control. So
spicy.
Yeah. So there's been a series of murders, cult murders in Harbor City, which is where Bix and his cohorts live. And if there's one more murder, then a demon is going to get summoned to Earth and take over the mortal plane. So things are starting. The scope is starting to get a little bigger. The murders are starting to pile up, and we're starting to get a little more into the underworld of Harbor. Yeah. So we're starting
to get deeper.
That's exactly right. Last issue, we met one of the legendary cat burglars, and we met some other warlocks and wizards, and now we're starting to meet some of the creatures who live in the underground as well.
Oh, I dig it. So let me ask here.
Yeah.
If you compare this case that Bixby is currently facing to any classic noir movie, which would it be?
That's a tough one. It's not a straight up kind of. It's got noir elements, but I wouldn't say like my favorite noir movies are like Chinatown or The Big Sleep or The Third Man. Not quite the same parallel there. I think it's more like kind of a it's not as dark, but it's like Seven because it's a series of killers meets like Ghostbusters. Like if you mash those two things together,
and that's kind of supernatural noir story going on in a sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I tell people if they like Hellboy, or if they like Batman the Animated Series, or they like BPRD, or things of that nature, then they're going to love Bixby Grant because it's kind of a mashup.
You're speaking to me.
Yeah, those are all my favorite things
right now. Yeah. Hey, high five, bro. You're speaking to your man right here in business. I love it. All right, so what new supernatural chaos are you throwing Bixby into this time, if you will? Like, is it vampires with attitude, demons with too much cologne? Like, what are we doing?
I haven't thought about the cologne. I might have to write that in. So Bix, unfortunately for him, has a sidekick that he can't shake loose. His name is Diego. He's a rockabilly vampire who's originally from Mexico, and he's been living in Harbor City. He got run out of Mexico many years ago because he's a vampire. And we'll get into his backstory in a future issue, so I'm not going to ruin it too much. But he's basically sticking to Bix like glue, and Bix is not having it. He just wants to be left alone to deal with his stuff. So
he's like the Hulk. Leave me alone, bro.
Yes, exactly. But he's basically his sidekick. So he's like the Rick Jones to Bruce Banner's Hulk, right? So he's
more annoying.
Yes. He really only wants to help. Like he's got good intentions, but he's really more of a pain in the butt.
When you're a loner, and somebody's on your ass, no matter how many good intentions, yes, others would be like, "Oh, he's just trying to help." But when you're a loner, used to doing shit on your own, those good intentions are annoying.
100%. Absolutely.
I know everybody's trying to host me sometimes, but let me tell you, sometimes like, yo, just chill. I got this.
Yeah.
And it's why I feel that so much, and I like how you bring that. It's real.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So, all right. So, what's your favorite monster trope to write, though? Let's talk about that before we get to the next big question.
I don't know. Zombies are a lot of fun, I have to say. So in the backup, being able to write, I have intelligent zombies as part of Zombie Town. There's a zombie mafia called Il Cosa Muerte, which means
I love that shit.
Our dead thing, instead of El Cosa Nostra, which was the Godfather. But that's a lot of fun. You would think, like, I've seen a zillion zombie movies and zombie TV shows and The Walking Dead and all that kind of stuff, but it's still a lot of fun to write. If you never, once you get to the chance to do it your way, it's kind of fun.
Well, Pat, with a name like that, I think you're about to start a motorcycle gang. You should be the leader before somebody tries to grab that stake.
That's a good idea. I should make T-shirts at the very least.
Yo, bro, for real, bro. I love it. So for readers who've been with you since issue numero uno, number one, right? What threads or payoff will they finally see in this new chapter?
Okay. Well, last issue we had a cliffhanger where Bix threw Cat St. Clair, who was a notorious cat burglar, off the roof of her building, and she lives in the penthouse, 20-something stories up. He is not happy. This whole case we found out in the beginning was basically dredging up some old memories of Bix's about his long lost brother, who it turned out was not only the member of a cult, but also a gangster. And he was originally the one who tried to summon the demon back in the 1920s.
Oh, damn.
So there's a lot of personal history involved with this, which is making him extra grumpy. So we're starting to see that boil up a little bit. So we're going to get a resolution to the cliffhanger from last issue. And we'll start to see some of the little seeds that we planted in the first issue start to bloom a little bit here.
So let me ask here then, with that, do you enjoy planting those little Easter eggs to your loyal fans? You know what I mean? And hoping that they will notice?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's kind of the fun part, right? I mean, the story only works if you've planted things properly in the beginning, and then they can pay off later in the story, just for a simple story structure. But then having the little things that can kind of build, whether it's a joke or a background gag or some sort of behavior that you see the characters do over and over again, that kind of becomes either cringeworthy and hated, or beloved and funny, you know.
Yeah. And folks, I got a trailer lined up for you, and we're going to be showing off. But first, right there, you see that link that I'm showing off on the screen below, and it's also in the show notes for those that listen, and not viewing. There's a link. Go support this project today. It is funded, but I know my man got some surprises for us. We're gonna get into all
Absolutely.
that as we continue to talk about this amazing, dope book. Now, how do you balance the detective noir voice with the supernatural insanity in the series as a writer?
So basically, the noir part was there before all the supernatural stuff was. And so when I was trying to think about how to blend the two, I figured, just picture 1930s Los Angeles, 1940s Los Angeles, like your typical backdrop for a lot of noir movies and stories, right? But instead of starlets and movie stars and business people and movie directors and famous people, that town is inhabited by different monsters. So it's like it's still a minority population, but it's kind of like in X-Men, where mutants are a small part of the population. But so I put the monster stuff and the supernatural stuff kind of as in the background. And then the mystery is the real story on top of it. And some of the characters, some of the suspects, some of the people that you bump into that are going to make it more difficult for you to find out what's really going on are part of the supernatural elements, if that makes sense.
Well, I dig that. So let me ask here then, which is harder to write, the mystery or kind of that madness? The supernatural.
For me, I find the mystery part more difficult. Like the first OG graphic novel that I did, it was a 72 pager for Bixby Grant that I did back in 2023. I want to say
72, bro. You banging on hard on that one, boy.
Well, I didn't know if I was going to get to do another one, so I'm like, I'm going to do one complete story so people will buy it. And
so they know what universe they're diving into here. I think that though. That's actually a great approach. Is do or die. That this is who it is right here.
Yeah. But I had never written a mystery before. And to be honest, the mystery in that one isn't awesome. It's more like a Scooby-Doo mystery, which you totally know who did it at the beginning, but it's still fun getting there. That's the way I like to, because some of the critics.
Scooby-Doo approach, I like that. The Scooby-Doo approach to write.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a great writer. I have been writing for years and years and years, so I had to work into it, and learn the ropes, and then I'll figure out how to make it good or better. So yes, there's been some people who've said "Oh, well, the mystery, you know who it is right away." I'm like, yeah, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I knew that going in. So it's but yeah.
The fun is the journey of finding out why that mother effer did that shit.
That's right. Finding out exactly what makes these people tick. Right? That's more interesting to me. I'm not the kind of writer who can come up with some sort of, huge twist ending. I think I'm more character driven than I am.
All right. Someone once told me, I spoke to a writer recently. He goes, I like to write my ending first, and that way I'm driven to that ending. Do you take the same approach?
Absolutely. I know what the setup is, and I know where it's going to go. And then you have to figure out, okay, what are the points in between it? It's like if you figure out you're taking a car trip. I'm driving from New York to LA. I know where I'm starting and where I'm ending. Yeah. But then, okay, do we stop in Pittsburgh? Do we stop in Ohio? Where do we stop? you got to figure out how you're going to get there. That's a very simplistic view of it, but that's kind of how I approach it.
No, again, somebody else mentioned that, and it's kind of funny for me that many do take that approach, and which is cool to me because again, I'm not a writer, but maybe one day the Al Mega stories will be getting out there.
It needs to be told, Al.
No, bro, you don't want to know. All right, so since we last talked, what was the biggest way your writing style, if you say, has leveled up? It's been a year, bro. I mean,
it has been a year. So the script I wrote for this was back in January. And then most of the art and stuff was done by the spring, and I just didn't have my shit together to get it out on Kickstarter on time before the summer hit. Okay. But in terms of my writing, it's gotten better because of Heather Antos, my editor. If I put something in there and she's like, this doesn't quite pay off, like I honestly have not been writing. I've only been writing really for 3 or 4 years. So like I've written some things previous.
You hear this?
I've written things previous in my life, but they didn't go anywhere. So and now I'm really trying to get after it and make it better.
You're not trying, you're doing. Take that word out of your mouth. You're doing.
Thank you.
Just like Yoda said, you ain't trying, you're doing, baby. Let's go. We're all doing. When you're on this scene, I don't see you trying. You're doing right now. I'm talking to you because you're doing.
That's totally fair. You are my Jedi master.
Change that language, baby. Let's
Absolutely.
change that language, man. But bro, before I show this dope ass trailer, right? And then we're gonna jump into this Kickstarter focus as to why you need to back this up today, right?
Yeah.
Bixby is such a throwback yet modern kind of dude, right? How much of you is hiding in there under that fedora?
I'd say most of the characters have some part of me. Like Diego, his sidekick, has part of me, and he has the grumpy side of me. Diego has the goofy side of me. Some of the other characters have the snooty side of me. I'd say he's probably like 25 to 35% me in some ways, because I'm using him as kind of a lens of an older personality looking at today's world, right? Like he was born in the 1920s and he lives now in the 2020s. So there's a
100 years, old school motherfucker living nowadays. Yeah, listen, if it's anything like my father's attitude, oh man.
Well, that's the thing, is I also have to walk a line, which is I don't want him to really be what my perceptions of somebody back then was, because they would have been super racist, probably really misogynist.
No. Well, see, I ain't using those type of words. We could use those words now, but then it's just the scene, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that was life. We can't cancel them for what was then.
Yeah,
that's
fair.
What I want to say, right? So,
sure.
And as life proceeded, we've recognized, that's a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we need to fix those things. So I like, so yeah, if you perceive from today's eyes, it's a problem. But if you go to the back old school, it's like, oh my God, this motherfucker was like Mr. Macho. like what's wrong with him? Like,
but I would say that because he's been alive for 100 years, he's seen some shit, right? So he's learned some things over the time, right? So like he was in World War II and he was part of what do you call it? He was fighting during the Depression, running gun running and bootlegging and all that kind of stuff. And he's also met aliens and demons and all kinds of weird stuff. So like he's seen some things and been around, so he knows that people are people, and it doesn't matter what color your skin is, what god you worship, or any of that kind of stuff. He's kind of
people are people,
right? So he's and eventually I'll tell the stories that made him that way now, right? But like maybe he wasn't that way back in the 20s.
I love what you just said. That is the absolute truth. People are, in fact, just people. And no matter where we come from, we are who we are. We do what we do. And behave how we behave. And fuck all that shit.
Exactly.
But folks, this is what we got to do. I'm going to put up this Kickstarter link, right? Because I want to show you a dope-ass trailer. And we're going to dive in to this live Kickstarter, baby. Yeah, but my man, Patrick Coyle. Let's do this right now. I'm adding it to the stage, folks. Get ready. Wepa!
Bixby Grant Private Eye, Fangs and Brimstone returns to Kickstarter, serving up supernatural noir spiked with pulpy, two-fisted detective action, and a taste for trouble. Your favorite mummy detective has lost his arm, chased a poltergeist, stumbled onto a ritual cult murder, and threw a suspect off the roof. With Diego the Rockabilly Vampire in tow, Bix is on the lam, shaking down mystics and contacting the netherworld with the help of a 9-year-old witch. But things get a little too real for Bix, as long-kept secrets about his personal life are revealed, and he and Diego are kidnapped by the monstrous Council Macabre. This campaign has variant covers from young Hellboy artist Craig Rousseau and from Parts Unknown artist Daniel Caval, as well as Bix enamel pins, and for the first time, original sketches from Bixby Grant artist Gonzalo Martinez. Consider backing our book, but if money's tight, no worries. We'd appreciate it if you could just help spread the word. Thanks.
You see that, folks? What a beautiful looking book. And let's get into this first. With 19 days to go, a big salute to you 197 backers supporting indie comics. Wow. Salute for real. I love to see that. My man was looking for 4,700. My man is at 5,177, baby. And let's keep it going with those 19 days to go. Gorgeous book. Bro, Pat, man, how proud of you to have this book like it's funded. Like, how do you feel already?
Feels great. I mean, I love the fact that I know everyone's going to get their books, right? So
yeah,
I make sure. I know some people are hesitant to back if they don't think it's gonna, that it's actually gonna make it. But I always have my books ready and done before I post my Kickstarter.
Do you have a copy there to show off?
I don't, but I have. No, I have the last 2 issues.
You have the last two.
The last couples right here.
Oh, look at those beautiful ass books right there. Look at those books, baby. Hey.
And these are the main covers by Gonzalo. And then behind me, you can see a little bit. I've got some of my other.
Oh, look at this guy. Folks, don't get jealous. My man has a spinner rack, and all he does is put his own books. Don't hate. That's what you got to do is show it off, baby. My man got the section. Listen, you should put that. If you put that in a strip club with a motor, and just put it in the middle of the dance floor, you get all the comic book nerds dropping that money, baby. Come on now.
Make it rain.
Make it rain. Make it rain is right, bro. But what a great looking book. And if you think I'm lying, folks, let's check this out together right now. Let's check out this beautiful book together, familia. So first off, you said that you're funded. You got a stretch goal funded already. New print by Thomas. Is it funded, that one? No, we're almost to the next one. So the next stretch is the Thomas.
Correct.
That's a sick ass cover, bro.
Yeah. So Thomas Perkins is a fantastic artist. He's been working in animation for, I want to say 30 years or so. Look him up on Instagram. You can see he does insanely detailed like creatures and aliens and monsters. And I've been after him for years to do a pinup for me. So I finally.
You know what? And thank you. You're terrifying me because if Almega has the fear, I'm gonna show off my kryptonite.
Yeah.
Anything that has to do with eyes. And this motherfucker has eyeballs outside of his body. Stop! I don't like that.
I don't like it. You know what creeps me out is if you look on his arm down at the bottom, there's little fingers coming off it.
That
creeps me out.
Like, ew.
No,
when
thank
he
you.
hugs you, you're gonna ew.
Nope. No, thank you.
Yo, bro, what are you doing to me, bro? Stop it. Yeah, now you just fucking leveled up the creepiness factor to like 1,000.
Yeah, Thomas is fantastic.
I don't want to be hugged by no motherfucker like that.
No.
I love my demon. I don't have a dog, but I know folks that have one.
Yeah,
a demon one especially.
Yeah.
Listen, dogs like me, but you know, I make them mad because I fuck around with them a little too much.
Well, it sounds like you're asking for it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, fun. Cats are more playful to me, I guess.
All right.
A cat will, put me in my place. The dog wants to fucking murder me. Like,
cats won't put up with that.
A cat would just slap me and walk away. Yeah. A dog wants to fucking murder me. Like, chill.
Yeah, last issue we met that dog whose name is Shep, and he's a demon dog. Yep. And so I got a lot of good reaction to him, so I put him on a sticker this time. Yeah,
Shep the demon dog. Yeah, let's go. And talk about this cover, man. What a great look! Listen. Your covers always give me that throwback feel.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, because Look at this. You got the character. You got ideas of what the stories inside may be. You know what I mean? You got this dope a font going with your logo. It just looks great and it throws me back. You know, there's like a lot
Thanks.
of information without much being said, but enough to say, yo, I think I need to know what's going on here. Who the hell is this guy in red? Why is this guy celebrating a softball home run? It looks like. Whose birthday is it? This guy can't be 16. He got a bit thicker mustache than me.
Yeah, for the covers, I've always tried to go for sort of an old school, like dime store detective novel, you know, and they always had that kind of treatment across the top and across the bottom. So I wanted my own, and they a lot of times they'll say a new, you know, character name murder or a new blank mystery. So I threw that on there too.
Over the weekend, 2 weekends ago, I went to a convention and there was a dude selling books, pocket books from the 1930s.
Oh,
I
nice.
have never in my life seen these, to be honest.
Yeah.
Listen, I was 50 years old when I found out about pocketbooks from the 30s. The Shadow, like all these old school characters, Rocket Man, you know, noir stories. So I'm like, I mean, the books were, you know, $20, $30 a pop for these little books, but I mean, they were like, yo. And they're like, people used to read this, put it in their suits, so their pocketbooks, they were small. And then they're on the subway or their bus, they read these little books. Yeah. And I'm like, I need to maybe buy a few. He even had the Shadow Johns, a couple of the Shadow OGs, and I'm looking at the dates. Like, if I need to show these to my father, like, Dad, do you remember these? Because he was born around the era, so these were his style books.
Sure.
And it interests me. Have you seen those? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I have not seen one in person, but I've seen pictures of them, and they look awesome.
I seen the penny books. Even he showed me penny books.
That's crazy.
I'm like, what? Like,
I'm surprised he's selling them.
No, he says he collects them and sells them for a purpose to keep showing the new generation of what was. And like, yo, he schooled me, this old man. Like, I'm sorry I didn't grab this information, folks. I hope to see him again. He's supposedly out here in Massachusetts, and I'm gonna grab his info and I want to interview him because, yo, these things were gorgeous. And I think a writer like you would love to talk to somebody like that and have access to some of these materials. Yeah. To be like motivated, because yo, gorgeous. And to have this in your collection on your shelf, I need to have some of these. Now, talk about having stuff on your shelf. Holy shit, you got these previous issues also relevant in the campaign, right? Yeah. I mean, look at these covers, man.
Yep. Yeah, so we've got, you know, for anybody who's new to Bixby Grant, of course, we're not just going to try to give you the new issue and have you lost, right? So
just dive in and like, here.
I mean, you'd be able to pick it up. Like we write it in such a way that you wouldn't be completely lost, but, you know, I'd like you to experience the full story. So you can go back as part of this campaign and buy all the previous issues. That one on the left is called Wolf She Cried. That was the 72 pager that I talked about. That's a one and done story. And then we've got issue 1 and 2 of Fangs and Brimstone there, so that you can get this complete story here too. So we've got a reward tier that's a kit we call the catch up. So you can buy all the issues together, and you get a little discount too for that.
And look at this Marvel Universe handbook style display of characters, which I love. I'm trying to finish that run. I have 70% of that run.
Really?
Yeah, I really want to finish that old school Marvel Universe run, you know, because again, I think those are I mean, who is cool, but I think Marvel did it better.
I agree. I think I have all.
Stop it. Where you live again?
I might. I live up in Worcester.
Oh, man, but we're gonna need to hang out, bro. I need to take a look at those books, bro.
Absolutely.
I'm in Webster, so we're very close.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, let's go hang out at Ziggy Bombs. Let's bring out comic books.
Let's do it.
All right, now introduce those that don't know. I mean, who is Bixby based on? Looking like that.
So it's a combo of things, right? So he was just the quick kind of origin story. He was a beat cop back in the 1930s, and he foiled a museum heist of natural history, and they had a mummy exhibit on display, and he tripped the curse of the pharaoh and became a living mummy. So now he's immortal. And he can't die, and he can't really be hurt. He can get shot, he can get stabbed, he can get set on fire. You know, we saw that
And he can
before.
smoke all he wants, obviously.
He does. He smokes and drinks all the time because he doesn't have to eat, and he can't get cancer, and he can't, get liver problems.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to eat, doesn't need sustenance, right?
No.
And anything else. So, if he doesn't need to smoke or drink then, right? Because does he get fucked up?
No, he doesn't. That's the thing.
So why does it just habit?
He hopes that one day, because he's so miserable, he really hopes that it's partially habit, and in the back of his head, he hopes one day it'll kick in and he'll be able to get drunk and forget his problems for
He wants one day
hours.
to feel the kick. Got to.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine this poor guy, yo. And look at the, I have that jacket. I used to have that much hair, but
yeah, he's got a hell of a head of hair.
Yeah, but is that you back when you're young in days, bro? Don't be playing, bro.
No, I wish I was never that cool.
Yeah, but I have those jackets. I got those pants, bro. I need the shirt and the belt buckle.
Yeah.
I definitely got the boots from Brooklyn. Of course, I got Timberland boots.
All right, we can hook you up. We should get you going. You could play Diego in the movie.
Oh, yeah, let's go, bro. I would love it. Oh, Diego, telling the stories of Bixby and chilling. I mean, but again, folks, look at this beautiful artwork. This is what I'm talking about. And the lettering, the placement. Look at this League of Monsters, if you will. Like, yo, I dig it.
Yeah, Gonzalo and Arthur really crush it. Like they make it look top tier, man. Like this looks like a real good comic.
Stop saying that. You see, this is why all my indie creators, y'all creating. I think that I will be honest. 87% of the folks I speak to in the indie realm have books that can stand side by side with any Bit2 book, and I absolutely believe this is one of those.
Thank you, man. That's nice of you to say.
Yeah, I mean, look at the gorgeousness of the book, the artwork, the story, you know what I mean? And there's narrative, you're building a universe. Isn't that what we want? I mean,
I think so.
In comics, I mean,
yeah.
We want something that we call, our new addiction, if you will, our new franchise.
Yeah.
So let's go. Bixby Grant, is it going to be everybody's next favorite? I mean, look at this. Look at this artwork. Like, these homies are bringing it.
They really are.
Just look at this one scene in the middle section here. If we look at the panels and how they move, tell me they don't move like a movie. They
do. You can follow follow his eyes, and then you end up at the eyes of the guy on the right. Like, it's a nice swoop. Brings your eyes right through. That's what I'm saying.
And this is comic book. This is the beauty. It's storyboarding these wonderful stories that we could build these our imaginations. Again, I hope that our comic book readers have a vivid imagination, that when they read, it's not just you reading a page, but animating it in your head as you see what you're seeing, And I think this does such a great job of delivering that.
Sure.
You know what
Thank
you. And look at this. There's a lot of verbiage here. There's a lot of what the fuckery. What in the fuck is going on? Yo, listen, this is why I can't stand kids in fucking these horror movies. No, you're a kid. It's like I can't hit you and slap you down. Like, what are you doing? Oh my God, what the fuck do I do right now?
This is
doing this to me?
She's a 9-year-old witch who's a medium, and she Bix works with her sometimes to contact the other side of the mortal plane in hell. Yeah.
Even a unicorn is standing up, bro. You're fucking with me, bro.
Levitating.
Yeah, my brother, he recently bought, shout out to Daniel Black, Beasley Podcast, baby. He sends me a picture. He goes, look what I bought, Al. You know what he sends me? He bought the figure of the clown from Poltergeist.
No.
He knows I hate that shit.
Yeah. It's scary as hell, man.
I'm like, he goes, yo, just don't bring it near me, because then you're going to have to buy another one. He goes, I would buy another one just to see that shit. Like, I hate you motherfucker. That's what little brothers do, you assholes. But then look at this, though. Look at this symmetry here of how the movement goes, cinematography, if you will, the movement, all the forces. Don't you feel like you're watching an anime?
Yeah. Gonzalo is a really good storyteller. And
Salud, Gonzalo, huepa, diablo, está cabrón, papi.
And the whole page really pulls together with Arthur's colors too. Like he's the one who came up with the whole kind of with the white background and the red kind of shimmering everywhere. Like that's not what I pictured in my head. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but this was
and
fantastic.
what's crazy is that it's not just lines. If you see, there's like shapes to the lines and everything. There's you know, like a symmetry to the movement, right?
Yep.
There's a language to itself in that,
Yep.
which is pretty fucking cool to kind of say like, yo, she's trying to send you a message. So well displayed, Gonzalo. Honest work. And then you see some shit like this. Hey, bro, what's going on here? This is fire. What is this?
This is our backup story, Zombie Town. So it takes place in Harbor City, is where Bixby Grant lives. And there's a whole section of Harbor City where there was a zombie breakout, or outbreak rather, a number of years ago. And instead of dealing with it, they just kind of walled it off and left it there. So there's a whole. So you know,
fuck it all.
yeah, pretty much. It was easier to do that than it was to actually take care of all the zombies.
Oh,
so there's a whole section, and that's where our zombie mafia lives, right? So this woman, she's a detective. Oh my God, I'm having a senior moment. I can't remember my character's name.
Bro.
Oy vey.
Is my weed affecting you right now? I'm sorry. I'll try to blow it the other way.
It might be. And I'm gonna blame it on the weed. But it's Maritza Ramirez, detective.
Maritza.
Her father was like one of the most revered police captains in Harbor City of all time. And so she became a cop because of her dad, who then went missing 20 years ago. So she's trying to find out what happened to him. He was last seen going into Zombie Town. And so, but she only just found this out. So now she's gone in there, and the suit that she's wearing blocks smell, so that the zombies can't smell her. It's basically like
invisible.
Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. So you can see here.
Walking Dead smears blood in their bodies.
Exactly. Okay. Yes. She's basically wearing like a Ziploc bag, right? Or like a scuba suit with no holes in it, so that she can navigate her way through there.
But wait a minute. But she comes still from the outside, and I think we all know this. I don't know. At least I do. Or otherwise, I must have a very good sense of smell. But I could tell when somebody came from the outside, because even what they're wearing, it captures onto the suit. So how does the suit not capture the essence of the outside area she's from?
You know what, Al? I don't have a good answer for that.
Challenges of writing, right? You better come up with something now, because because as humans we know what's different. Listen, because if I'm outside smoking and I come in to a room that no one is smoked, they're like, "Yo, you were smoking, weren't you?" I'm like, "I didn't smoke in the house." No, it's on you somehow. Yeah.
No, you make an excellent point. I don't know. I'm gonna have to work that into the story, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, no, I love. Listen, well, this is me. This is comic book talk day. I'm a nerd to the fucking core. But right, so listen. With issue 3, do you feel like you're setting the stage for something even bigger, like a massive supernatural conspiracy, or what?
Yes. So there is. So there's Bix is trying to figure out, who's been doing these ritualistic murders, right? And so there's somebody behind the scenes that stole these special daggers that the cult is using to murder people, sacrifice people. And they need 5 murders or sacrifices total to bring the demon. So now we're starting to figure out, or he's on the trail. We haven't found out yet. Next issue, we'll know more in detail who's really behind the scenes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You hear all this, folks? Oh, my goodness. But let's do a quick rundown here, folks. If you want to get involved, this is kind of really cool. I've never seen anyone do this for $1. Like I should have had that RoboCop thing. I'll buy that for $1. Yeah, bro. This is like perfect digital indie comics bundle.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a ton of
$1, bro. I mean, bro, are you serious?
We got a ton of great comics from people that I've met in the indie and Kickstarter communities. I myself also give some comics to those folks for their campaigns too. So it's like, when we're trying to all promote each other, right? So make it $1, and this way people get a whole bunch of comics for not a lot of money.
Listen, everybody asks for $1, and I say go buy a cup of coffee. But this time you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
7 digital comic books. $1. Where the F are you gonna get a deal like that? Nowhere but the Bixby Grant Private Eye campaign.
That's right, baby.
And then when you want some FANGS Brimstone numero 3, You start on the digital editions at $5 right there, $5, right?
Yep.
You want to cover A? Let's support. And how many pages we talking about on this bad boy?
It's 30 pages total. It's 20 pages of main story, and then 8 pages of the backup story, and then there's also a letter column. And
a letter column. Oh
yeah,
my God, bringing it old school. Kid.
Yeah,
nice.
Totally. I love the letter column.
Oh, so how do you pick these? I mean, is that part of the campaign, or you pick these randomly?
No, I put it out on social media, and I also put it out on my Substack, and I ask people for questions.
Whoa! So you hear this, folks? Yeah, listen, get involved. $15 to get those cover A. If you want cover B, by oh my God, by the legend Craig Rousseau.
Yeah, you know Craig, right? He's a local legend.
He is a fucking legend. Absolutely,
he's awesome.
Local, he's a legend, man.
Yeah,
amazing artist. Yo, 20 beans, get that one right there. Then you got Daniel Kawad, right there, $20 to get from cover C. A digital catch-up, 4 issues in PDF, holy effing shit, 23 right there. Get all those comic books. Now, you want a comic book with an enamel pen, get some swagger when you go to Rolling Comic Con. Oh, wait a minute. My man
right
look at that. Look how sexy that shit looks.
It's really cool. It came out really nicely.
Oh, double pin, so that is secure as F is on your lapel.
Yep. It's not going to go anywhere.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you got all 3 covers for 50 beans, $50 right there.
Yep.
Print catch-up for 60, 4 issues right there. You got a comic and pencil sketch for 100.
Yep.
My man ain't playing all types of deals for fans out there. He's not playing. You got an in sketch by Gonzalo, 150 along with the comic.
Yep.
Look at it. All covers, right? Save 20. And I mean, look at that. I mean, that is a banger, bro. Oh my God. 1, 2, 3. I mean, and 72-page novel, Wolf. She cried. I mean, yo, my man is not.
You're getting 12 comics for I forget how much off. Yeah, save $20 off if you were to buy them all separately. That's for a real completist.
And again, the early birds, but these are gone. I would suppose at this point, right? They all missed out, right?
Those were the first day. Yep.
You see, guys, you missed out. You got to caught some awesome deals, but nonetheless, there's still some amazing deals on this dope-ass campaign. I mean, look at his artwork. Look at his stuff. I mean, look at some OG style, noir, supernatural style. Oh, baby, let's make it happen. It's already happening. But listen, again, one of the most things I'm entertained about is that $1. Like, listen, he gives you 2 offers. You either believe in it and you want nothing, or you know what? Here's $1. Let me check out some indie. And once you do that, and based on the titles that are here, let me tell you, you guys are about to be diving in, begging your local comic shop to put these on the shelf. I promise you. There's indie comics.
It's all good stuff. It's all, and I promise, like, I've read all the comics. I don't just put anything out just to put it out. These are all people that I have spoken to. I wouldn't call them close friends, but they're people I know through the comics community and online.
They're creative.
And I know they make good comics. So, Yep.
That's wonderful. But again, folks, you hear it. Like right there, support Bixby Grant. Private Eye, baby. It is live right now. We have, once again, 19 days to go. So you either got paid this week or next week, and then you still have the other week. So there's a pay period in between somewhere. They'll be playing with me, supporting independent comic books. Let's get to the next goal and the next goal and the next goal and support amazing independent comic books. Now, talk to me. Any Comic-Con appearances before we go? Are you going to be anywhere we could pick up some of these books in person, shake your hand, and get the lowdown on Bixby?
Not in the near future. I've had to pull back on doing cons lately. Probably in 2026. So the next time I talk to you, I bet I'm going to have a bunch of dates. But for right now, I am going to be at New York Comic-Con, but I'm just going to be walking around. So I will be wearing a shirt that says "Ask me about Bixby Grant Private Eye." So if you see me,
I'm going to be there as press.
Are you?
Let's connect after this. Send me an email.
Absolutely.
Let's connect at the Rural Pavilion, and have a quick chat there that I can show the folks, do a little live stream straight from the show floor.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, let's do that.
Definitely. I dig that. So, folks, there you have it, mi gente. There you have it straight from the mind himself of Patrick Coyle, giving us the grit, the monsters, and the mystery, and Bixby Grant, Private Eye, Fangs and Brimstone numero 3. You hear me? So if you ain't on board yet, what are you waiting for? Come on now, grab that trench coat, light up the neon, and support ND Comics, porque this is where the magic happens, baby. I ain't lying to you, man. You know, trust in the Megaverse here. A big shout out to Patrick for pulling up, and to all of you for rolling with the Comic Crusaders podcast. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please smash that subscribe button. All right, drop a comment, share this with your crew, and always remember this. All right, support your local indie creators like my man right here. All right, because without them, comics wouldn't be the same. All right, hasta la próxima, mi gente. Huepa!
Thank you for listening to the Comic Crusaders podcast. If you like the content, please subscribe and turn on notifications. Also, please visit comiccrusaders.shop and our extended podcast family over at undercovercapes.com. And also, make sure to download the Comic Crusaders app on the Google Play Store today.